Hello again, everybody. Hi, and welcome back to class. This is English grammar class, and of course, you know my name by now. I am Miss Anne Ngozi. So, welcome to class. Okay, so today we are going to talk about adverbs and the different types of adverbs that we have. So, let's dive right in. Okay, so what are adverbs? Adverbs are words that describe a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. Now, let's remind ourselves that verbs are action words. Verbs are simply actions. What are you doing? So, for myself, I am teaching, I am talking. You are watching, you are listening. Okay, so those are examples of verbs. The bird is singing, the car is moving. So those are examples of verb. Now, adverbs will not describe all of these actions, the singing, the driving of the car, the cat sitting. Adverbs will describe all of those actions. Tell us how, when, where, why, or how often these actions take place. For example, I am talking. So an adverb would describe how I am talking. You are watching and listening. An adverb would describe where you are watching from, and why you are listening, why you are watching this video right now. That's what an adverb does. So look at this example. This bird is singing. So the adverb will tell us that the bird is singing beautifully in the tree, or the bird is singing sweetly in the tree. So now looking at that example, the bird is singing in the tree. So it tells us two things: what the bird is doing and where the bird is doing it. Then we have the car is driving fast. Then we also have the cat is sitting on the roof. So what's the cat doing? The cat is sitting. Where is the cat sitting? On the roof. Okay? So quickly, let's talk about the types of adverbs. So we have several types of adverbs, so many types of adverbs actually. But we're just going to look at a few of those types of adverbs in this class. So we have the adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, and adverb of degree. So we're going to take a look at each of these adverb type one after the other. So let's go. So the very first one on our list is adverb of manner. So this is the first type of adverb of manner. Now, adverb of manner tells us how an action is done. How is that action done? Example, they are singing beautiful. Like I said, I was talking. Was I talking loudly or was I talking quietly that you can hardly hear me? That is adverb of manner. So they are singing beautifully. She is dancing joyfully. Or you can say she's dancing crazily. She seems so happy. So she just, moving it around. So that is adverb of manner. How? How are you doing that action? How is that action taking place? So the next example is adverb of place. Now, adverb of place tells us where that thing happened, where that action took place. Example, we have they are going to school. Where are they going to school? So school over there is the adverb of place. So they are going to school. Now, where is the book? The book is on the table. I want you to look for something for me. Please, can you go and help me get my book? Where is the book? The book is on the table. And you can see the dog is sleeping under the table. So the dog is not sleeping on the table. The dog is not sleeping beside the table, but the dog is sleeping under the table. So where is the dog? Under the table. So that is adverb of place. So you can talk about an actual place or the position of a thing. So it's not just places like school, church, hospital. Okay, you can talk about positions like he is upstairs, she is inside, they are outside, the dog is under, the book is on the table. Then we have adverb of time that talks about when. When did that action take place? When did it happen? So I am eating my breakfast now. I'm eating my breakfast right now as I'm talking to you. We will have a picnic tomorrow. So when? I saw my friend yesterday. I am going out in the afternoon. Are we clear on that? So adverb of time tells us when an action takes place. Now the next type of adverb is adverb of frequency. Please listen carefully because people tend to get confused in this area. And I wonder why, because it's really simple. Adverb of frequency simply talks about how often, that's the number of times an action is done. How many times do you do something? That is all. I brush my teeth every day. You wake up on Monday, you brush your teeth. You wake up on Tuesday, you brush your teeth. On Wednesday, you brush. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So every day you brush your teeth. You can even go further and say, I brush my teeth twice in a day. So you brush in the morning when you wake up. You brush in the night before you go to bed. So Monday morning, Monday evening, you are brushing. Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, you are brushing. So do you understand that adverb of frequency? Talking about the number of times you do something. I go to church on Sundays. That means every Sunday I go to church. I always take the train to work. So you will never find me on a bike, you will never find me in a bus, you will never find me in a car going to work, but you always find me in the train going to work. So I always take the train to work. That is adverb of frequency, talking about the number of times, how often I always do something. Now, this is another type of adverb that people tend to find confusing. This is adverb of degree. Adverb of degree talks about the extent of an action, how much of an action. Now, the food is too hot. The food is too hot, that's why I'm complaining. Normally when you make tea and then or you make any kind of food, it's supposed to be hot actually, especially when you just made it. So it's going to be hot. But for me to mention it, that means this one is more than usual. So I'll talk about that. This food is too hot. The food is too spicy. The man is very tall. I mean, we have tall people around, right? For me to draw attention to this kind of man, that means he's taller than usual. He's taller than the normal kind of tall people I've always seen. So I've talked about that, this one, that this man is very tall. The boy is so brilliant. We have many brilliant people around, but this one, the way he's brilliant, it supersedes any kind of brilliance I've seen. So I've talked about this one, that the boy is so brilliant, he is so smart. The next one we have, it is very windy today. It's always windy. I mean, the wind blows every time. But because this one is more than usual, you talk about that it is very windy today. So it's so windy that in fact you notice it and you have to talk about it. So that is adverb of degree. So the weather is very cold. The food is too hot. It is very windy today. The boy is so smart. So when something is more than usual or it's in a way that it has to call your attention, that is adverb of degree. So it talks about the extent of an action. How tall is that man? The man is very tall. I saw a very tall man today. That guy is so big. You understand? So that is your adverb of degree, talking about how much of something or the extent of an action. So far we've learned about an adverb. I'm going to say that adverbs describe actions. So they describe a verb, describe an adjective, and describe another kind of adverb. So we looked at the several types of adverb that we have. So we have adverb of manner, time, place, degree, frequency. So those are the types of adverbs we have, and then we spoke about each of them and looked at examples under them. So adverbs describe action and it gives us information about how, where, when, why, or how many times something happens. So we make use of adverbs every time in life when we are talking about, like an example, I brush my teeth every morning. I brush my teeth every day. I brush my teeth twice a day. Okay, so we make use of adverbs every time we make sentences or have a conversation. So having learned about adverbs and the different types of adverb we have, practice time. So I want you to to identify as many adverbs as you can in this sentence below, this statement. So I have the statement, let me read it. So Josh cooks carefully in the kitchen, right next to the dining room. He chops vegetables quickly and stirs the pot slowly. Every morning, he makes breakfast before going to work. Today, he cooks a very yummy meal and served it proudly. So there are so many adverbs that you can identify in this sentence. So the adverb that is talking about how some of the actions are being done, where some of these actions are taking place, how many times some of these actions take place. Okay, and the degree, how much of the action takes place. So give it a try, okay? I'm sure you do great. And with that, we have come to the end of today's class, English grammar class, talking about adverbs and the various types of adverbs. So I'll see you in our next English grammar class. Bye bye.